We very often think jobs first and quality of jobs will follow, but actually it is very far from being automatic. The problem is related to what we call vulnerable employment. It is estimated that there are 1.4 billion workers worldwide who are in what is called vulnerable employment. So there is work, there are forms of work, but people cannot make a living out of this work. This is why it is important to ensure the quality of work, to make sure that people earn enough and have relatively good working conditions in order to lift them out of working poverty. It is, of course, access to productive jobs, but it is also related to working conditions, decent wages or decent earnings, occupational safety and health, social protection for you as a worker and for your family members, but also the right to express your concerns and the right to participate in decision-making that affect your working conditions and your working life, but also equal opportunities for men and women and closing the gender gap in what affects employment. So all these conditions are what the International Labour Organization calls the decent work agenda. So the main challenges related to decent work creation are, of course, related to growth and jobs creation, but growth alone is not a mechanism that can guarantee the quality of work. This is the first volume of a series of two. So the first volume that we release now is more about concepts and theories. It's about concepts related to employment and decent work. It's about labor economics, how to address labor constraints. What are the main challenges related to employment in developing countries, which are of course very different from the challenges that we know in developed economies. Volume 2 will be more operational. It will provide some more guidance on how best to integrate these concepts and objectives of job creation and decent work within development cooperation. This manual is mostly intended to colleagues working in delegations, not only colleagues who deal with social sectors. When we talk about employment, this is cross-cutting. Whether you are working in agriculture or in the energy sector, or if you are in charge of general budget support operations, you are in charge of economic dialogue with the country, this is for you, and we do hope that it will be very useful. And again, this is the first step for really mainstreaming employment in a better way in what we do.